All right, everybody. Want to come out of retirement here for a little bit. I know it's been a while. I know I'm fat now. I understand all that. But some things going on in the market I wanted to take a peek at here. All right, so is the world ending? Is everything in the world coming to a screaming halt? Are we all going to die? Is the spy going to zero? Is your dad and your grandma gonna have to move in with you because their retirement account is going to evaporate? That and more will be addressed here. I want to do this video tonight because I was falling asleep and I was like on Threads and Instagram. Suki, that's enough. Hey, stop it with the licking. It's loud and sounds gross. I want to do this video tonight because, like I said, I was falling asleep and I was scrolling on social media. And I see a lot of, oh my God, this has never happened before. Oh my God, we're all going to lose all our money. The market is crashing. All right. That ain't true. This happens all the time. Okay. So what we have here, for those of you who have ever been on this YouTube channel before, this is what we call a gap down. Okay. Gap down and a strong close. All right. So strong close. When I say strong close, I mean it's a weak close if you're bullish, which means you want the market to go up. Strong close for the bears, which means price opened here, traded up for a little bit, and then closed here. So when the market opened, price was 523, went up for a little bit, and then when the day ended, it was 505. All right, so gap means the day, this was Thursday, at market close, price was 536. And then after hours, later on that day and early in the morning on Friday, before the market opened, people already had their trades in basically, buying and selling, mostly selling for the market to open at 523. So it gapped down. So there was strong bearish sentiment on both these days in the after hour market for price to go lower. So when you have a gap, that's usually indicative of strong sentiment in one direction or the other. Yeah, so that's not good, so to speak, depending on what side you're on. And usually you'd be like, oh, it's pretty strong. And, if you look back, there's not a whole lot of gaps to the downside, but I mean, there is. Like, look at this, right? But the difference being, okay, the main thing I will say is, okay, we're down below the 200 SMA. All right, so we're below the 50, which is like your first line of major support on the SPY, and then you're down below your 200. Okay, so just got darker in here. So yeah, I'll give it to you there. That's that's some strong confluence for there to be some pretty weak sentiment or strong bearish sentiment in the market. But is it unprecedented? Is it going to go to zero? Nah, probably not. Because you guys got to keep in mind, like, this stuff doesn't happen in a vacuum, all right? Because, like, this happens. Where's my measure tool? We're down. Not even 18%, brother man. That ain't nothing. 18%. And let me see. Sorry, how long did this take? All-time highs to now. 44 days. That's forever. It's a long time, dude. And then even this move here. Sorry, I'm pretty tired. Even this move is, a couple days. So we got 10% in 3 days. It's not insane. So let's go back. Let's take a look. All right, let's see what we got here. There was one move in particular I was looking at. So I mean, just look at this. Like, let's take things out of context, or put things in context rather. Let me do one more bar here. So I mean, like, we're at all-time highs here, and then like if you wake up. Oh, sorry. Let me go back one more bar. Select bar. So like you're at all-time highs here, right? And then, you gap down. You're at the 50. You get a hammer. And then let's say you come into the market on Monday and you gap way down below the 50, trade up, close, inverse hammer. That's 10%. Was the world ending then? Not really. And then look, a couple weeks later, we're back at all-time highs. Now, do I think that's going to happen this time around? No, I do not. I don't. I think it probably takes months until we're back to all-time highs. Okay, and then here's another move. Select bar. Sorry, it's been a while. Here's another move. All right, so we're down below the 200, and we're closing strong down here. Guys, keep in mind, hindsight's 2020. Okay, we know that this stock doesn't go to zero. In hindsight, we know that. But back here, on this day, Thursday, October 26th of 23, the market is down 11%, 10%, and we're below the 200, and we've got how many days in a row red candles? Is SPY going to zero? Are we going to zero? I mean, look at this. Are we going to zero that day? No. We're at all-time highs in like a month. I mean, and then we're back here. Look at this. Look at all this. Hindsight's 2020. Look at this. Where do I want to take a look at here? I mean, yeah, look at this. We get down below, the 200 here. Look at this move. I mean, guys, look at this. There's no real support here anywhere until down here. Right? So, I mean, when I see this, I'm thinking we're going, down here. And sure enough, there we go. We do go down there. So, we're below here. We're going down. This is a pullback. There's a move in 22. Look at this, 20%. This is April 22. I mean, this is farther than we are now. There was a pretty gnarly move in here that happened somewhere. There it is. That move's gnarly right there. Okay, so look, we're down below all the moving averages. This move's gnarly. This move is absolutely gnarly. So we're down below all the moving averages. All right, we're down below all these moving averages here. Oops. Can you please click off? All right, I'm just going to put this here. We're down below all these moving averages, okay? Everything's stacked against us here. This is very, very bad if you are looking to go long, all right? We're now busted below this support level. So this is our next support level here. We just tried to reclaim this level here, all right? And then right back to the start of this video, gap, gets hammered, strong close, another gap down below our last support level, and this gnarly ass hammer right here. Guys, if I'm looking at this chart, I'm more inclined to think the world's ending back here than I am to think it's ending where we're at right now. I mean, it should have gone down here. Did it? No, it didn't. I mean, so that's pretty strong. Like, it bounced straight out of here. It should have gone all the way down there. It didn't. And guys, my point is, we reached all-time highs. Oops, get out of here. No. We reached all-time highs. Like, this is when the world was ending, and this is where we went. Okay? Like, you guys think the world is ending here. The world was ending back here. All right? The world ends all the time. This was a 27% move. And if you bought it down at these levels, this is where I'd have bought it. I'd have taken a bite here, I'd have taken a bite here, and I would have really been licking my chops to get it down here. Never got here. All right? But if you'd have bought it down somewhere in these support levels, let's say you bought it down here. Let's say you caught the bottom. Yeah, you made a cool 64% in a little over 2 years, 2.5 years. It's not too bad. It's pretty good. Pretty freaking good, dude. Not too shabby. So, enough about that. Okay, so the market's pulling back. And I'll give it to you. You know, it's a pretty fast moving, pretty fast little move. So where's the bottom? All right, so a couple ways to look at it. It's pretty simple. Support and resistance. All right, so here's a support level. 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 All right. All right, that's one way to do it. What do? I play the fibs, baby. So if you're having a pullback, now that we're below here, okay, these support levels, I'm looking for probably these moving averages to start to curl. It's going to come down here. It's going to go back up. All right. Just like it did back here. I'm expecting more of this type of move this time than like this type of move, right? I'm expecting these moving averages to curl over, take some time, and come back up. I don't expect like a and then we rip. I expect more of a maybe like a minor little recession type deal for like, you know, the better part of a year. That's what I expect. But we'll see, you know. I could be wrong. With a move this fast, maybe it does just rip. Now, that said, I do believe we bounce quickly. And then, you know, it trades in a range for probably the next year or less. I don't think we see new all-time highs for a year. Maybe less than a year. But how I'm planning to play this, you know, let me just remove all these, is like this. So I see a little 1, 2. I see a 1, 2, 3. I'll move my 4, 5. Let's see. Where are you? There it is. Probably somewhere here. All right. That's what I see. So what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to pick some up. So this will be your first bounce level. And then I think this is like true bottom here. and then it trades in a range for however long. So if you want to play this, and then, yeah, so you start to get down in here. And, maybe it comes all the way down into here. But I think similar to how this never really got down into here, I think it just kind of boop. And that's your little, let's look at how this one played out. So 1, 2. So here's your 1, 6, 1, 8. There's that one. And then it almost catches your 2. So pretty close. So that's what I'm expecting here. So if you want to play it, you can do some kind of pyramid where you do something like this. So you could play it like this, and maybe you pick up let's say call it 15% of your position here, and then 30% of your position here, and then that's 45, and then 55% of your position down here. All right, that way you kind of size into it on the way down, and you pick up the majority of your shares lower, so you have your best cost per share, but you don't miss the move. That's what I do. Or you wait, see if it does what I say it does, and then you just pick it up as it kind of trades sideways. But dude, the world's not ending. When you get a pullback like this, good God, it's time to make some money, man. And I mean, your retirement account, Christ, you're 60, 70 years old. You probably got it back here somewhere. I mean, God, who knows how long you've had it. You're still up. Any money you have laying around, buy some more. Flash sale. Hello? Do you like money? Make some more of it. World's not ending. I love you. Goodbye.